Welcome to Pocket Pod, Animal Crossing, Anemones Aplenty, episode 120. There's Joey Bowie,
That's me.
and Leash.
She's rubbing her nose.
It's itchy. Meh.
Oh boy.
I thought you were like giving yourself walrus mustache.
Kind of. I wish I had a walrus mustache, then my nose wouldn't be itchy.
And it would be like itchy all the time. All the ding dong time. Oh, face scratcher. That's what it is.
It's a nose scratcher.
Nose
Nose
scratcher.
scratcher. The beard
The
is a nose
stubbly
scratcher.
beard.
I never
why,
knew.
That's why men have it. Yeah.
That's what. For the
You're
for
answering
their
lots of life
significant
questions right
others.
now.
It's a helpful
So-
tool.
I mean, everyone complains it's so scratchy. Well, yes.
Make
Why
use
is
of
it a
it.
negative? It can
But
be a
how do you
pro.
feel when you have an itchy nose? Boy, are you glad it's there.
See?
You don't even have to touch your own face with your hands. You just use someone
Save
else's
these for the-
face.
This all sounds very COVID friendly.
Save these for the pro tips.
Oh, sorry. Ooh. We'll bring it up in another podcast episode. People will have forgotten by then.
Follow-up stream.
Follow up. Yeah, stream.
Speaking of follow-up stream, is the opening song over now?
Yeah, it's done.
Never.
We just
Still
talked
going.
over it. We owned it.
We sure
It was
did.
the best. It was a good.
did
It was
it.
a cold open. Not a cold open. It
We
was a
just
No,
dropped
the
that
opposite.
open like it was hot. And
Hot
moved
open.
right on.
Yeah.
It was a hot
It was
open.
a hot open. It was like a tepid open.
Ew. A Luke open.
Lukewarm.
Great.
Why
Delicious.
is lukewarm Luke? What does Luke mean?
That's a good question. I don't know. Is there an origin of Luke being? It's not.
And it's only for
name.
warm.
Is
Like,
it a
there's never,
biblical
like, a-
thing? Is this a biblical
Luke cult.
thing?
I don't think so.
It's not like
I mean, it's.
Luke sunny. To mean like partially sunny, right?
Well, this requires some
Not too
research
sunny,
for
not too-
future times. Sunny, not
I
too
mean,
sunny.
I might
partly
just
sunny
do a quick
is Luke sunny.
lukewarm water and see what happens. But I'm not going to find the origin here. I'm just going to find out what it means. So moving
Origin story.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
on. More to research on the Googles. If anyone happens to know and wants to save us a Google search,
Yeah.
please tell us.
I mean, they can't tell us right now, so are we just not going to search now? We'll wait till later in case anyone has.
Oh yeah, I'm not searching now. I'm busy hosting an
good.
episode of our show.
Nice. Well, in that case, what's next, JB?
I don't want to wait.
For a follow up.
I don't want to wait
I don't want to wait.
Oh,
for a follow up.
well, let me tell you about a follow up. Do you want to hear my follow up, guys? Do you want to hear it?
Only
Do
if you
wanna
use
hear
your
it?
regular voice, please.
No, I can't
want
use
that
my
one.
weird.
I want the weird one.
The jury's out. We can't do it because
We got a
well, once in a
50-50
while,
split here.
Once a,
You're just gonna have to-
oh, really? I'll have to do back and
Yeah,
forth.
switch sentences back and forth.
That's not confusing at all. But anyway,
Can't. Split personality day.
that'll be for. I'll break it out another time. For the follow up, it was something that I asked about like 2 podcasts ago. Was asking about the bedhead, the special bedhead hair, bedhead hair,
Bad hair.
bedhead hair, baghead hair, a bagel, the bedhead hair that you could only get for it's pronounced bagel. It could only be sorry. So it was a special new hairstyle in New Horizons that you could only get if you had been not actively playing for 30 days. Which I'm like,
Right.
this is undoable.
Like,
but that's why we're hoping
never, ever going to happen. Ever.
never going to happen. Well, that's why we were thinking maybe
Never
Kevin Bob
gonna
could have
happen.
gotten it, but I mean, because 30 days is a long time. Even
Apparently,
for
even Kevin Bob couldn't hold out.
Yeah.
He played
couldn't
after
do it.
almost a month. He didn't make it. Anyway,
So-
what did you find, Sarah?
Well, I did. I took a chance, took a dive in the deep end, and turned my Switch date back. So I could go back in time.
No, she didn't.
I did it. And then so I woke up in the past, and then after I woke up in the past, which I looked perfectly normal then, I did like and then I saved it, and then I reset the time on my Switch to be back to regular, followed the internet time. So I warped back to the future. And oh my gosh, little Rar stepped out of the house, and her hair was all flippy floppy, matty, crazy with all these jangly bits darting out everywhere, and she had little sleepy. I think she had like little sleepy bubbles, and she shook out her hair, and then it went back to normal. And it was really cute.
Wait,
I
she
took
did it all by her own? She twirled it out?
Yes, and I have.
So you
I
don't
took.
get to keep it, or you do get to keep it?
Oh, that's the sweet bonus part, Leash, because you don't have to keep it. But if you want anytime, you can go and select that super messy bed head from your mirror anytime. And it's so
anytime,
cute.
anywhere.
Any old
Hey,
time.
Wow, bedhead
think that
time
if
machine
you-
sounds like something I want.
I think that if you play for 30 days consecutively, you should also get the bed head as a bonus
As a
for
bonus.
playing and
Right?
being a good little
That's right.
player.
As a
It sounds
never
like they're
even messing with the
rewarding
clock.
people forgetting about
Yes.
playing. And that's not right.
There. Well, maybe they want it to be like an incentive. So if you haven't played for a long time, you might think, oh, well, what if I go back and see about that bed head? Maybe.
But the incentive is, but also wait a few more days if you haven't hit 30. It's a very
also true.
specific incentive.
It's very funny. Well, it's definitely a surprise, and it's nice that unlike in City Folk, because if you missed it, I think it was like a week of playing in City Folk that you had bedhead. Is that Leash? Do you remember that, Leash?
I don't remember, but I do remember it happening.
Yes, and it was it was like permanent in City Folk until you went
Yes,
to the
until you went-
hairdresser.
Yes,
and got
I
fixed
remember that
up.
from our
Shampoodles.
right Shampoodle. That's
from when we
right.
played in City Folk in Bowtown.
Yes.
That's right.
And
In
poor little
Baton.
Joey Boy always had bedhead every time we visited her.
No.
It was always at least 60 days between our visits.
Man, and I feel like it didn't even need that much time. It was less
Yeah.
forgiving for time lapses. Time lapses? A lapse in playing, I suppose.
A
But anyway, that was my exciting
Time
adventure.
slapses.
Times
slap of the
time
bass.
slaps. Slap of the time.
Bias.
Bass. Bass.
Slap of the bedhead time machine.
But what about other things? I know there was another hot item we were talking about that was something about talking.
Hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, Leash, this is something you mentioned last week
So
that you were confused about.
it just happened like live while I was playing last week. It was the first instance that we saw it, and gosh, if I know what the conversation was, because that was last week, and my brain has turned to mush.
What is time?
It was one character. Who was it? It wasn't Scoot. Was it Scoot?
Maybe it was
Snake.
It was someone that like you sold something to, or no, they changed your name.
Yeah, they were concerned about. They wanted to use the name Iron L. I think it was.
Iron
I don't
L,
remember.
yes. Yeah, that was it.
They knew you were donating blood.
And so
That's right.
they ran up to me and they're like, "Hey, can I call you this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, okay." And then after the conversation ended, they walked off and they were like, I don't know. I'm like it was having regrets that they just named me this thing and then they didn't know. It was very confusing. But it sounds like this has been happening, and I've seen it myself.
I see it like a
frequently
lot
over the week.
Yeah,
So I don't know if this
also
was a
seen it.
weird.
I'll have a
you know what?
conversation.
I wonder if that maintenance thing happened. Maybe that repaired that.
It still hasn't installed on my end, so I don't know. But I can agree with you
How
and
do you
tell
know
you
if it's
that
installed?
it'll tell you it's updating, right?
I don't know.
It says
Does
it was
tell you?
server maintenance, so I don't know.
It might
Oh,
not.
it won't-
It's not like
oh.
a download, so maybe it was, or I don't know. Maybe it includes a download as well, but I didn't get any download notifications. But if it's just server maintenance, maybe it's just on their end, and they're just.
But then
updating.
wouldn't it say version 1 point something point something? Mine still says 1.30, so my assumption is it would be a new version.
Where does it say that?
Like on the little like login here, not login, but when you press A to actually start playing,
Oh
and you just watch your animals like running around the island.
I don't even pay attention to that, so who can know in this topsy-turvy world?
Well,
But anyway,
if it's
I can add to Alicia's findings and say that on like 5 separate occasions in the last 2 days, I've had a conversation with one of my animals. We've had a very positive interaction. Maybe I've changed a catchphrase. Maybe I've sold them something, or they've sold me something. And the moment we stop talking, there's a little thing above their head that says, "What should I do?" Or
right.
and then
I
add
don't
lasers. What's the lasers one? That one always makes me laugh. Where do I get the lasers? I see that one a lot.
Oh my gosh, that must be. I wonder what type. You'll have to tell us which type that is. I don't think
I've seen that come from Dottie and Tex. I've seen that come from several different animals, not just one.
Oh,
type.
interesting. So, a variety of personality types.
Something about like, and then where do I get the lasers? Is I think what they say,
like
which
that.
makes me laugh a lot every time.
And
it's usually because they have a scheme, and that scheme involves them selling me some garbage they have in their pocket.
Yes.
Oh, yay!
But yeah, there's always like it seems to happen a lot. Like the interaction will be over, but they'll still have like this lingering doubt about something unrelated. Because then, like Leisha's experience last week, I'll go talk to them, and they won't have anything to say.
They're like totally fine. They're like, "What's up?
Yeah.
Yep.
How's it going?"
A
Like,
weird.
Why are you
vestige.
responding to my agony?
It's like, because you said it.
I don't know. You had
You
a
tell
problem.
me.
I don't know. I just don't know. This is all strange. So I do hope they
man.
fix that because it's just confusing.
Yeah, that's so
I
peculiar.
have a problem right now.
What's your problem?
There's a fossil in a place where I can't dig it up.
Oh, is it like a one-unit
Time
place?
to terraform.
I don't want to.
Yeah, then
You know-
the fossil.
If you want to avoid that, you can. Oh, I see. So it won't let you get it because it's the corner. Ew, that's a bummer.
Can you pick up the tree, pick it up and put it down again? That's faster than
Probably
terraforming.
right, I guess. I might just get rid of this tree because it's pissing me off.
You can always chop down the tree and plant a new one at some point.
But I don't have
Give it a
that
little choppy chop.
axe with me. I gotta go back to my house.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
whole,
whole
thing.
thing.
Gosh,
In case
rigmarole.
anyone's wondering, Leash has a tree on a cute little like peninsula cliff thing, and there's
It's
literally
got
no
rounded
way.
edges on the
Yeah.
thing, and there's one
Right.
happy full square that, of course, it's
Yeah.
either. This is the first time it's been a fossil. Normally, it's just a tree branch, and I have
Sure.
to like climb my way up there
Edge
because I
around
can't
it.
get to
Oh.
it from any other way.
So you're teaching me a lesson because I just built a whole bunch of hoppers that are exactly that. It's like a tree in the middle and then it's a circle. So
You're
I
asking
need
for
to
it.
I need to go around and
baby.
drop like those little petal
Yeah, or
floors.
just flowers. Just put
Yeah.
flowers around it,
Or put flowers.
Yeah.
That was the other option.
Yay!
I still have not migrated my flowers from my
I think I
fields
might
yet.
just put flowers there because I'm lazy. But
Well, whatever you have in your pocket.
What are you talking about? Lazy. It would just be beautiful. You're beautifying things.
Every choice you make is
Sure.
beautiful.
That's right.
definitely,
A
definitely
plus.
Yep.
Was there any other stuff to do with that glitch? Because I don't think we're going to find the resolution tonight.
Well, I was just talking to.
Oh, there is a
I just-
download. There is a download. There is a download.
Oh, yay!
I didn't get the download.
It's 9:21.
Get down with
you
the
gotta back all
download.
the way out.
Well, that's not happening.
It's happening. You can do it. You can just press the
It
minus
is-
button.
I'm
and
at
then-
9% already. It's going to take moments of your time.
Well, here's the thing. Did you have to
Several
restart
moments.
your switcheroo, your computer?
No, I just closed the
Niche.
game. I fully closed the game. I pressed X on the home screen, and then I opened the game again, and it said download. Ha!
All right, let me take care of this.
I would. I really hope
download.
it just download. I love
It
it.
said download. Ha!
It sounds. That was like the most enthusiastic they've ever been about me having a download. I was like, wow, Nintendo.
I have never
this is
been
very
so
cool.
excited about a download in my whole life.
Download. Ha. I love it. I think it's a pretty great way to introduce your download. Come on,
Yeah.
Nintendo. We want the
Introduce your
download.
download.
Add some
that's it.
enthusiasm to your downloads, Nintendo. Get with the program.
Wait, are you saying that wasn't appearing on your screen? Nintendo computer.
Well, I can tell you what's new. This download that's currently happening. Are there other things new? What's new?
Deep dive. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, I have a new one. What's new? Pocket Pod. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Do we have a
Nice.
Pocket Pod one? Did I miss that? Oh wait,
I
this
just-
is
That
Pocket
is
Pod.
brand
I
new.
just
Joelle
made it
said
today.
She even said, "I got something new for you."
at you.
Let me throw down this fresh new lyric.
Turns out we're all only half listening today. And I can confirm this is version 1.3.1. So we are
there.
we are
in
on
my
track,
face.
and all I can do now is interact with all of my animals and hope that they stop with this nonsense. I think we were going to spend a little time deep diving
Yes, the deep
into the deep diving
Yeah,
of the
Deep
ocean
diving.
around our island.
I know that you guys have some stuff to talk about. I'm excited.
I
hear
love
what
to
it
talk
is.
about some stuff.
I have
There's
some
some stuff. I mean, I don't think we really broke down all the things we want to talk about. So if anyone has like the first thing that they're burning burning topic to start with. We can go there.
Hunka burn and topics.
Ooh.
Did I write? Well, I have a question as it relates to the swimsuits.
Yes.
Okay.
The wetsuits.
The
Yes.
wetsuits.
How many are there?
9.
9.
Oh, interesting. 9.
So my first question is, how many rotate in nooks?
I believe the striped ones rotate in nooks.
And how many striped ones are there?
Shall we say?
4.
I can say what I've seen. Okay, so I've seen
Yes.
red, blue, yellow, black.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
understanding that it's just
So
those
those are the
4.
I've seen red and black.
And then
Okay.
in your app, or if you
Wait,
don't
I
have
have
the
another
app
question.
yet,
You can't
please.
customize clothing, correct? Sorry.
Correct.
Not yet,
so
anyway.
you can't make those your own.
Right.
Right.
Like you could a watering can.
Right.
for
These are like the umbrellas. They come as they are.
As you want them to be.
Um,
As a friend.
yes.
Take
Correct.
the hurry.
Hurry up.
Choice is yours. Don't be late. Glad we went there. Anyway, yes. So as far as I know, 4 striped, 4 colored. Oh my god.
4 color
Striped.
that are like the shorts with the long sleeve
Yeah, they're
Monstera
really-
leaf.
They're really cute. Oh yeah, the long sleeve leaf ones. Yeah. So I think those come in
So-
4 colors as well.
Oh, really?
That's-
and those
I
are the ones
think.
from your shopping, your nooking, your
Yeah,
yes, that
you get
thing,
them
special
from
goods.
the Nook shopping app or
Right.
the.
Ooh,
Or the
I do
thing
have a
in
new
the-
one. Okay, good. I've only seen the 2 colors. And by the 2 colors, I mean there's like a dark green one and a light green, like a lime green one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there's like a bluish one, there's a pinkish one, and there's an
And the
orangish
pink-
one.
The pink one I just got in my thing, so I'm very excited.
I think that's the
That
only one
can
I don't have
Order
yet.
that bad boy. Would you like me to order you one?
There you go. Then you could have it in your collection,
Yeah,
JB.
feel free to drop me one in the post.
So I've been putting them on my beaches, just like leaving them there
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a little
on
thing.
like a
someone
little
needs 'em.
mannequin or
Oh,
whatever.
That's a
okay.
nice
So
idea.
if you
So
need
that-
them, yeah.
so that
That
they're
way they're,
everywhere you
like-
need them to be.
Yeah, or Lion Cake needs them, and that way they're not
Yeah.
in my inventory. They're not taking up
great.
space, and then they're just like hanging out.
Yeah,
I just
that's
keep them
cool.
on each of the beaches. But now I have a peach one. I mean, a pink one that I can put on my pink beach. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yay.
And
The
it'll
only
also fit on my
downside of that
purple beach.
plan is if you have visitors, you can't pick it up and put it on. quickly.
Correct. So I probably have, like, if I
You
had
keep
visitors, I
one in
probably
your
already
storage.
know that I'd want to
true.
use that.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
Or I could just pick one up from Nooks.
Or you're
assuming
like
it's
me
before 10.
and you wear it all the time because you forget to take it off and it's just always on.
So Lion Cake does not like having it on unless he's going swimming.
Oh,
He
right.
wants to remove it immediately,
It's
which is
not
hard
his-
when you're
it's not his
when your
costume.
pockets are filled
Oh, right.
with
with
anemone
pets.
and pets
Right.
and such.
Pets.
So he has to go
Aw.
dispose of them however he chooses. And
Do you guys feel like it would be helpful to have either the ability to use it as a tool so it rotates out of your tool ring,
yes,
or that
Or-
you could equip it in their magic wand and you could just have it be a magic wand outfit?
I don't carry my magic wand enough because that's another tool I don't really carry around much.
Okay.
And I would
So
be
then you're definitely-
annoyed by that need.
Gotcha.
or I would like it to be just in the clothing thing,
Yes.
and I like that clothing pocket, and then just like turn it off. There should be a way to like turn off and turn on those things in the
Oh.
clothing
Right.
pocket.
Right, because
I
you
see
know
what
when
you're
you
saying.
put it on, the clothes that you're wearing gets grayed out in your clothing pocket. So why can't it just stay there when you're not wearing
Correct.
it? Like you just toggle between the two.
Correct.
But to your point, Sarah, I wouldn't mind it being an option to have as a wand outfit. That way I,
I
could
think that'd
have
be
a
nice.
a swimmer wand outfit, right? I was thinking
Yeah.
about
Can
that.
you do that? Can you, not
can't.
put it in your wand?
It doesn't count as
like
clothing,
if you
unfortunately.
you could wear all the swim gear you have and you could use your wand outfit, but then when you want to switch to your thingamajig, are you able to switch to wearing your brain fart? Switch to wearing
so-
your wetsuit while you're wearing a wand outfit.
Right. So yes, you could just have your
Wetsuit
regular
wand
clothes be a wetsuit. You could be wearing the wetsuit and use a wand. I believe. I think that works just fine. But
Because
you
you know how
can't
the
put
wand. Sorry, go
you
ahead.
can't put the no. It's okay. You can't put the wand into, or excuse me, you can't have the wetsuit in a wand outfit, which I think
Right.
would be nice.
That part I know. I'm just wondering because the wand outfit has limitations too. Like you You can't do certain things when you're
Right.
have
Much
the
like
wand outfit on.
Like the wetsuit, you can't go into the fitting room when you have the wetsuit on. Same with any magic wand outfit. You can't go into the fitting room. It has the same sort of treatment there.
So I'm wondering, because I haven't tried this yet, can
Are
you
you
put a wetsuit
wand?
on while you have a wand outfit activated?
No.
I would
Okay.
just, oh, it won't let you, or it'll just disable the wand.
I don't think let me double check. I can go and check right now as soon as
I just haven't tried because I
me-
forget to use the wand all the time.
It
Well, I
forced
like
an
it.
update on me just now, FYI. I tried to
did
send
it.
you the wetsuit, Joelle, and it said, "Nuh-uh-uh.
Oh,
You
you
need
didn't
to
say the magic
restart."
I wonder if that's because I already updated, so we can't communicate until we're both on the
Maybe.
same version. I don't think it works that way.
Well, maybe. Or it's probably
Maybe?
just, it can tell that you're trying to use it on the old system and they want you to update and get up to
It mad at me.
Classic
Mad at me.
version issues. Yeah. Can we talk about the things you find in the ocean?
Yes,
Sure.
of course.
Wait, before we start that,
Uh-oh.
Joelle, I have a
Yes.
question about
Yes.
how you're coping with all of this and how you've come
yes.
to terms with the situation, because we know that it was a little bit of a
Traumatic.
traumatic.
This time a week ago, my heart was like through the whatever off the charts. My heart, I don't know.
Off the chart. Hard off the charts.
Heart off the charts. My anxiety and stress level was off the charts while being in the ocean, and it was not a pleasant experience. It turns out evening was not the time to first test the waters, so to speak. But I went out in daylight the next day, and it was a lot less scary.
Yay.
I went all the way out to the net and back, and I just kept going to shore as often as I could to kind of make myself comfortable.
Nice.
And then when I was feeling a little bit better, I just kind of stayed out in the water a little bit more. And then later in the morning, we went out to Manjapan's Island, and it was the middle of the night over there, so it was dark again. And I was like, "What am I doing?" But it was amazing because Manjapan had alternative seasonal creatures, and so
Southern Hemisphere.
I went on a couple big chases, and I was way off the coast at that point. But every time I, got to the end of my chase, I went right back to shore just to like get my bearings again. And so that it just turns out I need a tether. As long as I have like a real or invisible tether to the land, I'm feeling a little bit better about it. So
Nice.
yeah, it's been good. I've been catching all kinds of stuff.
So cool.
And it
Well,
turns
that's
out when I'm on a
exciting.
chase, I forget about being panicked because I'm so focused on chasing a very
so
fast Gygus clam, or
Nice.
however you pronounce that.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it's something, and it's good that it distracts you enough to get you involved, and then you can go back to the shore when it's for safety as needed.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been really fun. And I went swimming with people, and frankly, I miss swimming in real life so much that it was nice to be in the water.
It's like a little imaginary respite and splashing fun times. Aw.
Animal Crossing has been a respite this entire quarantine.
That's very true. It's been a
period.
nice little
And
treat.
the added bonus of swimming, I still don't love the diving. I really don't like the going underwater. That part still sort of gives me like a
yeah.
feeling, but
Aw. Well, I saw you made a lovely fun running jump and did a flippy flip into the
yes, because
Saw your
everyone was like talking about how you could do a flip dive or like a rolling somersault dive. I don't know what those dives are called. I called it a fancy dive, and I couldn't figure out how to
fancy
do it.
dive.
And I was kept planning to Google it, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna figure this out. I know you're supposed to like, just press a couple buttons, and I finally figured out you press the A and B at the same time, and you take a nice big somersault dive off your pier.
Sure.
You could build your own 3-tier diving board that I
saw
did.
that. Fancy.
That's a work in progress. Yeah, there's different options. So yeah, I finally figured it out today, and I took a running somersault dive off my 3rd tier
Nice.
and plopped right down into the water.
It
was
looks great.
adorable. And I
Yes,
was wearing a
it's super
top hat
cute.
while I did it.
I love it. And you
Nice.
had it looked like you were
Fancy.
wearing lovely red slippers that matched your top hat, and they didn't even fall off. They did fancy
That's so
flipping.
crazy.
I had a backpack
also
on
love that you
too.
can-
I swim in backpacks and slippers and boots.
I swim in straight up sneakers. That's totally fine.
Yeah. No,
It's
you
okay.
could swim
It's
in
fine.
any shoes you want,
It's
like
true.
high heels. I mean, whatever you feel like
Ooh, fancy.
swimming in.
So weird. Ooh, what's
It's
this?
magic. Animal
It's great.
Crossing magic.
You know what though? I've just because of all the diving, I have really been enjoying just going barefoot all over the island. So I'm just
Yes.
ready to go right in
Well,
Yeah.
because it's cute.
that's like
For-
one of the
that's the
things
reason.
that I feel like we could, like, again, if you could take off your wetsuit, like just take off your shoes and have them still in your little clothing inventory.
I've been thinking
Sure.
about that because I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing sunglasses, I'm wearing a backpack and shoes and a wetsuit, and
Right.
and it's letting me go in the water with all of that extra weight. It doesn't seem safe. I should be able to just switch my entire outfit into the
Yeah.
wetsuit outfit. And while we're at it, this is more of a dream suite, but I'm going to mention it now.
Okay.
I want some effing flippers.
Flippers for your footsies. That'd be so great.
Yes.
Would they make you go a little speedier, maybe?
That was an idea that Cass shared. Because I wrote in the
idea.
Dream Suite thing in Discord was flippers. I didn't explain anything more.
would
And
be
Cass
nice-
wrote
maybe you
back and
could-
was like, and you could press B to use them to enhance your speed.
I love it.
Well, maybe it would be the flippers would be a tool, right? That you
Sure.
could craft, and it could go in your tool wheel, right?
Yeah.
To put
Yes.
them on,
That'd be cool.
and then you could get like golden flippers or something that could be cool. That like
Sure.
I don't know, like
Ooh.
maybe
Made
your
with the
flippers
gold.
like after a certain amount of uses, like they stop working or whatever, they poof away like
Poof
a tool
away.
would.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like all of our tools.
I don't know,
Or
that
they
could be
could just
kinda
be
cool.
a fashion thing. Like, because they give us
Or
goggles
they
that
could
don't
just
serve.
be stylish. That don't
right?
do anything. Yeah,
The goggles
or
don't-
the snorkel.
Or the snorkel, yeah, and goggles. I have goggles too. Sarah gave me my purple goggles,
Oh,
and I got
yeah.
pink
Ooh.
the other day.
The goggles.
But either one, they don't
Goggles.
serve you a purpose. Like you don't have to wear them. As I
Just
proved today, I
aesthetics.
wore sunglasses in the water.
Fun.
But it
Diving in
would be
sunglasses.
nice to have a tool that you could use. And I also
Yeah.
wish you could wish upon star. I mean, we're getting into Dream Suite, but I wish you could wish in the ocean.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It sucks. You're in the ocean. You see the stars falling behind you. You have to run to
Yeah.
shore, and by the time you run to shore, you've missed all of the stars that are available in that moment.
I haven't seen it personally, but I've seen people talk about it. And I'm like, oh, it's so disappointing. You can't wish
Yeah.
while you're in the ocean. It'd be so pretty.
It happened on
Yeah, because your
Manjapan's
A
Island.
is the dive.
Ah, gotcha. Oh, and that. Speaking of the wetsuits and fashion, if you're using a fashion like a transformation wand fashion, you cannot put the wetsuit on top because then it considers it clothing and it says you can't change clothes while you're transformed.
That's what I
Uh-huh.
thought. That's what I thought. That's annoying.
Another reason I would love to have it in the wand is that I could have a shoe-free diving setup or a aqua sock diving setup with my wetsuit, be ready to go. But oh
I
well.
know.
Nevertheless, I love it,
Yeah,
even
I
if
mean-
it's still a little finicky.
I could complain for days at the same time. It's really a lot of fun, and the creatures are
for
really
sure.
cool. As someone who does not like fish, it turns out I have no problem with all these fun little sea creatures.
Yay, that's
Anemones,
Anemones.
anemonides. I love them.
And the abalones.
And that and
Which are
the
fun to say, too.
abalonias. And then there's.
I'm
then
excited
there's-
for the mantis shrimp. Those are my favorite so far.
Mantis shrimps.
Oh yeah, are those the green guys?
Yeah, they're the ones. So I
Yes.
watched an Octonauts about this, which is how I know about the mantis
course.
shrimp. And also, I think there's an oatmeal comic about the mantis shrimp.
Is the question for you, Leash? Is the mantis shrimp also called a pistol shrimp, or is that something different?
I am not sure. The mantis shrimp is a very colorful shrimp.
Ah, that's not a pistol shrimp. I don't think they're very.
Yeah,
colorful.
the one I caught had lots of fun colors.
And in the I just caught one.
Fun. Ha 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 ha! I have
Look at
one on
that.
my beach right now.
Kind of looks like a caterpillar.
So
Funny looking.
in the Octonauts episode, there's two different types of mantis shrimp. There's one that's like a smashy smash, and then there's one that's like a stabby stab. They're like their little claws.
Oh, you mean
One's
they have
like a
two different
smashy-
claws?
Two different. Well, there's two different types of mantis
Oh,
shrimp. One has
okay.
like a smashy smash claw, like a club,
Okay.
and the other one has like a stabby stab.
Whoa.
I think
Are these different species?
they're now I want to look them up, but
Okay, sorry. I just have so many questions. I'm like, this is fascinating. Sorry, tell us what you know
the
about them, and I'll stop
Octonauts
asking.
episode treated it like it was like a comic book style of like fighting each other,
Oh.
and they were each saying how their version of the mantis shrimp was the better mantis shrimp
Oh.
type.
Okay. All right.
And then they realized that they're both very, very useful. So
Aw.
like the smashy, like they have like a very calcified club.
What?
So I'm not making that up.
No, we didn't think you were making it up. Why would you? Okay, so next week you'll have to make up a story about an animal that sounds like it's something you learned from a cool educational cartoon, and it's really just going to be 100%
Sounds like a lot of
fabricated.
work. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe.
So creative energy.
So the mantis shrimp. Two different categories of mantis shrimp, spearing and smashing, favor different locations for burrowing. The spearing species build their habitat in soft sediments, and the smashing species make burrows in hard substrata.
Substraceous.
I think substrata sounds good, but I know what you're saying either way.
So, but at least in the Octonauts cartoon,
Yeah.
they were like super strong. Like they're like smash per whatever physics science terms insert here.
Yeah.
Was like really strong.
Wow.
Like they could like break glass and stuff.
Whoa. So not even just
maybe
like relative strength.
Keeping them in a tank isn't a great idea.
Now I wanted. in the Octonauts, it was not a good idea because they escaped. But
I think Animal Crossing,
in real life.
they're contained a little bit easier, but that's a little bit terrifying.
That is. Especially
Speaking
if
of
they're so
terrifying,
strong.
I caught a vampire squid the other day, and that was whoa, that was weird. And when I went to go look for it, it was in the scary deep water tank with the oarfish and stuff.
Oh my gosh. I haven't visited the
It's a
museum.
very creepy little guy.
Leash is raising her
Leash?
hand. What would you
I
like to
have
share, Leash?
stats.
Stats.
Of the mantis
About
shrimp?
mantis shrimp?
shrimp. Sorry, I'm very excited now. The
Sweet
mantis
shrimp
shrimp
stats.
packs a mean punch, smashing its victim's shells with the force of a .22 caliber bullet.
Wow. Is that the I guess that's the Smashy Club fist.
Yeah.
I mean, claw.
Yeah, but that's not because it has particularly powerful muscles. Instead of big biceps, it has arms that are naturally spring-loaded, allowing it to swing its fist-like clubs
It's
to
like a
speeds up to
hydraulic.
23 meters per second.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow. Those mantis shrimp.
Crazy.
They're
So anyway,
crazy little
they're
beasts.
super cool.
Wow,
And if you
yeah.
can find that, if you guys search the oatmeal article, there's like lots of really cool stuff that he shares as well.
I love when he
Article.
does
I say
those
article,
things.
but it's a
it's
cartoon.
a comic that
comic.
he wrote. Yeah, but he does great one. That's great.
Yay.
Sorry, there's a hair on my mic and it's tickling my nose.
Get that hair. Eradicate the hair.
There.
So the mantis shrimp, I'm not going to spoil all the fun things I found in the Southern Hemisphere, but I will tell you there's fun stuff to look forward to in future seasons.
Neat.
It's just delightful. I didn't even know that I was catching things that weren't in season here, and I was like, la 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 la, I caught this thing, and it turns out we don't have them over here, so I got
Right,
something
yeah.
very rare.
Seasonal differences. That is a lovely treat that we love from Animal Crossing. Animal
Yeah.
Crossing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool. I mean, Leash, what would you like to
Sorry,
share?
I just caught my first horseshoe crab. It's very
Oh,
exciting.
nice.
time
I
to
haven't
be
caught one
alive.
of those yet. That's fun.
That must mean it's a good time for catching them. Get swimming. I haven't
Yeah,
caught one
I
yet
know.
either.
I need to do that.
But that's pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of
Nice.
anything else. Oh, something else that I heard people talk about was just a quick thing about the swimming. Now, people that like to kind of guide visitors when they have like lots of guests come to go shopping, sometimes they'll rope off they're just like a little path to their shop. And that won't necessarily work anymore because now if you have a diving suit on, you can just dive right over at the edge of the dock. And then you have access to all of the
You'd
beaches.
have to like
You would have to rope
Block
off
off the
all
whole
of your
beach.
beaches.
Right.
Yeah.
So just be careful if you were trying to keep people from running through your flowers or if you just didn't want
mean,
people like...
Yeah, there's still a way to contain things. Like unless your entire island is delicate and you don't want people stealing coconuts and other things, there's a way to contain the things that are special without like worrying about that. So I think people just are used to roping off so people don't wander around their island. They don't linger too long or whatever when they're selling their turnips or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it's just good to be aware of.
Yeah. And so that might actually change the turnip market a bit because it sounds like already people are being very like, if you wander outside of the path to the nooks, you'll get booted and I'll restart the code and you won't get to, like, people are being very, and I don't know, this is why I don't love the market.
So this is like not just about like friends that you are connected with on the internet.
This is
it's more
strangers
like
on the exchanges
right,
and stuff,
the
yeah.
exchange sites.
they have
So-
certain rules, and I kind of, I mean, you understand based
I
on
know
like
why.
some people's
Yeah.
bad experiences.
Sure.
This is because
Yes.
people can't be responsible and nice and treat
Yes.
everyone else's islands with kindness and respect.
Yeah,
So
we've heard some rough stories of people being very disrespectful on other people's islands, and I 100% get what there's to be afraid of. And this is just why I like prefer to keep my island open to friends only and not generally open it to
Sure.
to the world. That's pretty much exactly why. And now I know why Wilbur, gives me that little face every time. I'm like, no, open it to anyone, and he's like, you sure?
like anyone?
Like, you could get strangers on your island. I'm like, yes. Yes, I
Oh,
know.
he's just so careful. Wilbur's looking out for you.
Well, now I know why it's even more important, because now anyone can wander on your island and also go swimming,
Right.
and then steal all your coconuts and trample through your flowers.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
I don't mind the coconut part.
I know.
Yeah, no, I really don't care about the coconuts.
And flowers do grow back. The blossoms do grow back quickly. It's not like New Leaf and
if someone
City Folk where they're
picks
gone.
them, if they pick them, they take longer to grow back.
Sure, but
If
it's
you
still not.
trample them.
It still grows back at least.
Wait, it takes longer to pick than oh, yeah, that's right, because it's a
'Cause if you
different
just-
sized bud.
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
because
If you
trampling
run into it.
just loses you a day.
Right. As we
Picking them,
learned.
is it 2 or 3 days? Yeah.
I think it's 3 days for growth because it starts out with a fresh green little nub after it's plucked. Fresh
Yeah.
green nubs, delicious.
Yeah, it's back to the
fresh
basics.
green
So, any other
nubs.
things to share? I have a little tidbit about diving that we could talk about.
Yeah, tell us
Yeah,
about
let's do it.
diving. I feel like there's a million things we could talk about, and I'm running out of ideas right now. But yes, please.
Oh,
go.
sure. This
Go
is just like the technique for diving. So it's very fun to chase critters around, and by all means, if you want to have a fun chase around, you can always still do that. But if you have a critter that is hard to get a hold of and keeps running away from you, that is too fast and keeps running out past you,
Yeah.
you can just, once you get up to it and it keeps running, just stop chasing it, wait for it to stop, and then you can sneak up on it just using the directional analog stick without pressing the A button, and it lets you sneak up to get right on top of those bubbles, and you can dive down and catch it without it dashing away.
This sounds so much like the scorpion and tarantula trick. Like
Ah.
how you don't go at it, because if you go at it, it'll run at you. So you go
right.
really slow. You pause.
Yeah.
You wait. It goes down. You go for like it's a little bit different, but it's the same idea. Like
Sure.
the patience and the being really stealthy and slow.
Right. So, and
Yeah.
it's a little bit more forgiving because you don't have to wait for it to do its little. I made myself big. Wait for me to calm down again. But
I
yeah,
love it,
so
though.
yes, very much the same idea that
Yeah.
slow and steady wins the race. in
That
this
is a great
case.
trick, but boy, the high you get from the chase, it's a lot of fun.
It
But
just
there are
depends
some times
what
that
you
is
wanna
a
do.
good. Well, when you get to the point where the chase is exhausting you, it's time to try this method, I think. Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
I haven't had a super speedy one where I've had to chase it though.
I think the
Like,
speediest
what kind
ones,
of ones are the
the
speediest?
Gigas one is definitely that.
yeah, or
Okay, I
Gigas
haven't
clam- and
gotten that
the-
one yet.
I thought
Gigas?
the
Haven't
even
vampire,
seen it.
the vampire squid seemed like it was really fast.
It was
the
pretty
one time
speedy.
I caught it.
It was pretty speedy. The vampire
But,
one. One of the ones I caught in the southern hemisphere was very fast. There was another one in the southern hemisphere that I didn't find at all that was apparently very fast too. So we have that to look forward to in 6 months.
Ooh, what fun!
Yay.
In the winter time, it's really cool to understand. There's still a lot of sea life that's going to be out while it's winter. That's exciting, even though it's going to be cold swimming times.
Yeah,
be fun.
yeah.
Still
Because I was
fun.
worried that like we would just be, getting them all right now, and then we'd exhaust our field of sea creatures, and what would be there to look forward to in diving? Why would I want to keep diving after that?
Oh well, I think Animal Crossing is really good about having seasonal stuff for
Creatures,
sure.
Yeah.
Creatures.
And new things that you don't even know are going to happen.
Yeah. There's always
Like,
a
if you
future
go in-
release. Yeah.
Yeah, if you go into the inventory, it's like not like a huge amount of, or not the inventory, but like the
Critterpedia.
place where the Critterpedia. That's
Oh yeah,
it.
my Critterpedia is filling up these days, man. With all the
So
July
exciting.
creatures.
Yeah.
There's got to be more to come. But yeah, we've probably talked a lot about this topic. We could always talk more, but we should probably move on.
Yeah.
So
Moving
the
on.
only other thing that's new is that there is a surprise fishing tourney, which means an entire day where you have to just avoid the diving because you're not going to get anything from CJ if you go diving. But yeah, fishing tourney similar to the last one, I assume. We're gonna try
Can
to.
you can't sell your stuff to CJ?
No, yeah,
No.
CJ does not want your deep dive sea creatures.
Not even an octopus.
Not even an octopus. How am I going to be an octopus about this?
How am I going to be an octopus about this?
I don't know. CJ won't answer you though.
Oh,
I did enjoy people posting their pictures of their octopus catches next to their octopus villagers.
oh golly.
Yes.
Thus proving that
Awkward.
those octopus villagers are not actually octopi. So thank you very much.
That's all Joelle needed for
I'll think
confirmation,
about
for
it.
sure.
Yep.
They're definitely aliens.
I needed
We
to
all
see
know.
that they're all aliens or magical
Yes.
sea creatures. None of them actual octopods. Okay, thanks. Bye. Anyway,
Salted.
we may or may not be doing a Twitch this weekend. We
Yeah,
do
see,
recommend everyone
keep
try
an eye
group
out.
play because you get your points faster, and it's just more fun to group up
It is
together
fun.
on these events.
Yeah, I'm
So,
excited to try it for the fishing since we did it for the bugs, the
The
fur
flick.
wear, which was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that'll be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's this weekend.
Yeah.
And with that, we should take a break. Okay, that was a pretty good break.
Break.
That was a good break. I
And if
liked it.
everything worked out, you just heard an awesome ad again for our awesome Patreon. Yay!
Pow, 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 pow.
Excuse me.
As is tradition, when we come back from break, we have a contest to announce.
Tell us about the contest.
Yeah,
Well, I
tell
was
us,
going to ask
JB.
if either of you are familiar with the contest or if I should talk about it.
I
Please
want to know
talk about
all
it.
about the contest.
I want to learn about it from JB.
Well, I'll tell you about the contest if one of you tells me how I can sign up for it.
Okay.
How about if you tell? Oh, Leash will tell it. Great.
So the newest contest brought to us by our classic Bennett Quackter, Hydro, Mick, Scrooge Pant, Ducky, Tin, Quacko. He has a giveaway, as is tradition as well. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry, I'm being awkward right now.
Joelle, I wanted to learn about it. Just kidding. It's
Yes,
fine. Take your
I'm
time.
gonna tell you
We're just-
all
we can just-
about it. I had to
some
click a
fun to
whole
learn
link,
about.
and now I can see
You're doing
it on
great.
my screen.
A
The
plus.
giveaway is I'm going to call it a choose your own adventure furniture giveaway. Essentially, Hydro has lots of full sets of furniture to give away, and so you get to choose your 2 sets of furniture in the style of antique, cute, diner, rattan, or imperial. And so if you really want like a yellow diner set and a brownish rattan set, I bet he'll give you a full set of both of those.
Can I
Nice.
recommend the blue cute, the light blue / lavendery cute?
Oh, yeah, that's very
with
pretty.
the brown rattan or the white rattan looks really nice together.
Ah, are you telling
Highly
me because-
recommend.
Is it because
great
it has
combo.
the cushions that are the teal cushions on those guys?
I like those teal cushions
Oh.
on the rattan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just really it's a nice combo. I really enjoy it.
Is the reddish brown the one that has the teal cushions, or is it the regular brown?
Reddish brown has the teal. The light brown has like the lighter blue, I believe. No, that has the white.
Oh,
The brown
Must make
brown.
sound nice.
You're right. The regular brown has the blue.
I
Brown,
can't
blue.
remember, but
They
all I
sound
know is
pretty.
it looks good together.
One of them has a dark blue seat. One of them has a turquoise seat. One of them has a white seat. And do your research before you tell Hydra what you want.
That's right. You can always search online to make sure that's the one you have in mind is the right one you're going to
Don't
say.
ask us. Go check for yourself.
That's
You do
the
your
best
own
course.
research. And what you like. I was just giving you a recommendation.
That's a great recommendation, Leash. I want to know how the heck I sign myself up for this contest. In
How
hopes
do you
that I will
sign up
win.
for it?
Oh. In the Discord, of course.
How do I get there?
Well, in this podcast, there are some links on the bottom, but you can also access through the links are to our Facebook and our Instagram. And you can also email or Twitter, but as we have mentioned before, we're not so good at the Twitters and the responding
right.
times are a little bit delayed.
So.
We're good at email,
can
though.
also-
Yeah.
Yeah, our email at thepocketpod@gmail.com.
That's true.
And then our Facebook and Instagram are also The Pocket Pod.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nice.
Yes.
I did that good.
Yeah. And how do you contact us on there?
So you can direct message us, please, and let us know, and we'll send you a link so quickly, except on Twitter. And then you can join our Discord, and then we have a channel called Contests.
Yeah.
And that's where you'll find all our contests. We usually have a weekly contest. and you can just click the little duck, and then the duck will enter you into the contest.
The duck does all of the hard work.
All the heavy lifting. It's amazing.
And then it's just a random. It's a random. You get entered.
You could win.
And you get randomly picked. Anyone could win. Hey, I could win sometime. I've never won.
I've won.
Leisha's won.
It's real. Real people win, but you gotta click the duck. You gotta click the duck. You gotta
It's
click
not
the
all
duck.
computers. Only computers win.
Oh, the computers. Oh.
Our
Yeah, but
fake
computers do
friends.
hard work.
All of our friends are really bots.
Bots. Oh, bot friends.
But they have such engaging conversations.
I mean,
They're
really, we have
they've
really
tricked me.
smart and generous bots listening to us. It's amazing.
Amazing.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad to hear we have another contest to look forward to.
Yeah.
And submissions are due. By submissions, I mean duck clicking.
I was
due
like,
by,
is it a submission?
sometime
Button
on
clicks?
Monday-ish, and then they're selected by Monday evening in the U.S. If it's run by our puddle duck, it might end a little bit earlier on the Monday. But anyway, this week it's Hydro and.
I was like, wait, is Puddle Duck?
We digress.
Puddle Duck Pasu is not running it this week. It's back to
No,
Uncle
but he did
Scrooge
very quickly
Moneybags
embrace
Duck.
the puddle duck name, which I appreciated.
Oh, the best.
The other thing I wanted to remind everyone is that survey that I've been mentioning the last 2 episodes is still open and available for you to pick your favorite 32 Animal Crossing characters that are listed. I'm going to be very clear. It's your favorite 32 that are listed on the list of 120 characters of NPCs and
I
a
did
selection of villagers.
Yay.
Aw, good. Thank you,
I
Leash.
did it. And you know who else did it? Our
Jack.
producer, Jack.
I saw
Oh.
it.
I wish I
He
knew what
told me.
I'm very curious to know what Jack would have picked, and I feel like
It
that would
was
have
very
been
cute. He was just like, oh, yeah, Blathers for sure.
The ones he's heard of. Cool.
Yeah, KK Slider, of course.
I mean, if
Why
Jack
not?
didn't pick KK Slider, I don't even know what he's doing with his life. That's awesome.
It was very funny.
That's great.
He didn't pick as many as requested because he was
No,
just like,
that's fine.
that's good enough. But he
That's
gave
fine.
his top 12. Or
Hey,
whatever.
12 votes for 12 characters still counts towards the final total.
That's right.
That's fine.
That's right. He only
well,
had 12 specials.
So there you go.
yay.
People listening, if you don't have very strong opinions, you could just pick, 10, 12, whatever.
Yep. And if there's one missing that you think should be on there, there's also a little fill-in spot for that,
Yeah.
which I also provided.
And you are
Nice.
welcome to just write in your favorite 20 characters. I don't think there's a huge limit on that space.
Nope, just fill it with commas.
all the characters.
And while you're in
Aw.
there, they have other polls for other things you might be interested in. So you could go click around that site and share your opinions on other stuff. I shared the board game one with my brother, and he decided to add, I think, 10 additional board games that he thought were missing
Nice.
from the list. And I was like, classic.
That's awesome. Just
yeah.
that he's interested in the topics that you've selected.
Exactly.
So that's good.
Exactly. I love it. So that is that. And then I think we have a new section we're officially calling our shout out section. Leash, do you have a song?
Shout it out, shout it out. Come on, shout it out, baby, for me.
Shout it out. Nice.
Better than the Tears for Fears version I was thinking.
Oh man, I don't know. That's a
Shout.
Shout
Let it all out.
loud.
well,
I'm
make it
singing
sound
in
so
harmony
sad.
with you, but I'm sure it's still delayed. And
It's-
sorry,
it's-
guys.
sure
We're
it's
not
perfect.
fixing it.
It's sounded great to me, and you guys were perfectly in sync. So I don't know what the problem is. You're thinking it could have happened, but anyway. So shout out this week to our young friend Vivian, who sent us the nicest email. Just
Yes.
could not get
Getting-
over it.
I love getting personal email. It's wonderful.
So
It's almost as good as like a snail mail,
it's. I mean,
but
it's
you don't
this-
have our address, so you can't do that. So it was very sweet.
It was
We
very
all
sweet.
were very touched to
Uh-huh,
read
It's true.
Vivian's little email and saw her artwork, which
She
is
sent us,
awesome.
Oh my gosh,
sent
so
us her
sweet.
handmade art.
Yes.
It was
was
just
great.
a delight. Nice work, Vivian. I love
Vivian,
it.
we think you're pretty okay, so thank you for sharing. Sending you
and we're
such a
super
sweet
impressed with, or at least I'm super impressed with the amount of cool letters you have in your name. I'm not going to say your whole name, but definitely win in Scrabble if your name was on the board. It's awesome.
If you're playing with proper nouns, I assume.
well, yeah. If her name was on the board,
Well, that's right.
That means you are playing with proper nouns. Got it.
Oh, well,
Just
thank
not,
you,
it's not the
Vivian.
rules we have in my house. I'm just saying.
sure, it wouldn't be on the board in Joelle's house. That's what we're saying.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, it's an
Them's fight
exception.
words.
We have no proper names except for the name Vivian. It's the only one.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
But
Special
only her full
exception.
name.
Yes. So if anyone else wants to send us a personal
Fancy.
email or leave us a review on any of the various places you can leave us a review, whatever, just tell us
We
how
love
much
to
you
hear
love
from
us.
you.
We don't mind hearing it.
Oh, delightful.
Cool.
But yeah, so that was a very sweet surprise.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
we
a
were-
great surprise
we were
to get
excited.
today. So yes, thank you.
And if Shira was here, I know she'd give a shout out to Shabbat.
Give a shout out.
Dedicated
She's the
to
cutest.
Shabbat.
Shabbat.
I love it every week.
Oh,
Yes.
the most fresh.
For context, my family and
Fam
I do
Jam.
a show called Saturday Morning Fam Jam.
Saturday morning Fam Jam.
Fam Jam. If you search YouTube, you can find them. They're really cute. And then on Saturday mornings, we record them live on Facebook. Yeah, Friday would make sense. And we always do dedications in them. And my daughter likes to dedicate hers to Shabbat every single
Which is
time.
just a delight every week. And then periodically your son likes to dedicate to you, and I find that to be absolutely
Yes.
special and adorable.
Oh, a sweet
I
bud.
enjoy them all the time. So I hope other people enjoy them as much as I do.
you. We like making them.
sweets.
They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of work to edit, but they're a lot of fun to make.
Well, the
Yeah, you
edits,
guys have
I mean, and it's
20 plus episodes in the
Yeah, so
library
we're releasing episode 30 this week. I know, very exciting time to be alive, and we're up to like 40 something in backlogs that I do
a lot of work.
subtitles for the children because you
Yes.
can't understand what they're saying without them.
so. And I got to say, as a person who watches them live and then gets to see them again with a YouTube version, it's extra fun because you get like all these little inside jokes that
It's
I just
like
totally
pop-up
missed
video.
before. Yes,
It is like pop-up video. It is
I
very
love
cute.
it. I get
And
this,
will
like,
add,
secret
some little
context I wouldn't have known.
commentary, or
Yeah.
I'll give context, little arrows of things that are happening or
Yes.
things that have happened in the past.
Yeah.
Try to make them pretty entertaining and keep them
Yes.
under 10 minutes for
Yeah.
people.
Yes, for shorter attention
Watchability.
spans.
Would other people find this interesting? I don't know. I think it's pretty cute, but I'm also super biased. So I try to like.
I mean, you
step
also
away.
make it easy to just like, it's fun to just watch you guys do your thing, and then when you start playing, you get into it again, and then you get to see everything.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks,
It's a
guys.
delight.
That was impromptu and unexpected, but yes.
Oh, well, yeah. It's a little
Promotion
little
time.
plug for something that one of the pocket potters does. That's not related to Animal Crossing. What?
It's not. It's not. It's weird. Although you sometimes will catch the little fam jammer in a Stitches shirt every now and again. She still fits into it.
so
that Rar
cute.
provided for her. Yes.
That's awesome. I'm gonna segue into things that make you go
I have a Is
What's
it
your
me?
Yeah,
It's
it's you.
me.
You're up.
All right. So I don't know if this was an update or if this is just a random thing that keeps happening or if something that everyone else possibly already knows and I just wasn't paying attention. But I would say the last 5 days that I've played, so I haven't been playing consecutively, but for the last 5 days that I've noticed this happening, my money tree Goldie spot has been in the same location. And I dig it up and I do the thing and it's in the same spot every single time.
I
on
can
my
tell
island.
you that may well be because that is one of the few places that you have a good clear area where it can generate. Because I've actually had parts because on my island, sometimes I have so much stuff everywhere that I would not even get a golden spot generating. So I had to make sure I cleared out a few areas to make sure there were
Gotcha.
spots where it could generate. So
That
yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I have 2 spots where they show up, and that's it. And that's because I have paths or flowers
Sure.
everywhere.
You have just
Now
like
I'm
a
trying to
Kimbo,
think
one
if I
might say.
have any. Does it need a 9 spot open?
It does need a pretty big
think it
space. I'd say
does.
at least 9. Maybe even go
think-
for more
yeah.
if you can.
I think it's
be
the
safe.
same logic behind the fossil cracks. Yeah.
I guess they're assuming that you
Not
would plant
fossils,
the tree
stones.
there,
The
right?
stones.
You'd have to plant the tree there, so it would have to grow. So it would need a spot that you could grow. That makes sense.
A
makes sense.
tree-friendly space. I've taken to
Yeah.
just like leaving some clear space around my house, and I just whenever I have the new money saplings, I just plant them around my house so I can always like see when they're
That's a
ready
good
to be
idea.
Well,
harvested.
and then it's a quick, take it, chop it down, plant a new one. Yeah. I actually
Yep,
here's a
yep,
tiny
you got
tip
it.
related to that. I leave
Love
my sharp axe by the money trees because
Oh, that's
it's the
a good
only time I ever
idea.
really chop down
Yes.
trees regularly.
That's a great idea. Just have a little axe just ready to go. It's your little, like, you could put you could put a little prop of the firewood, the cut firewood there, and have it by the axe. It'd just be cute, just to be adorable. But I love that idea. Awesome.
Yay.
Dun, dun,
Cool.
dun, dun.
Yeah.
Go
Alicia, I think that's a but I don't think you're crazy. I think it's just because you've built up your island a lot more, so it's started to stay in one place.
Well, now I'm wondering if I never did the mannequin trick to get your rocks in the right place.
Oh,
you probably don't need to now.
But just like organically, most of them have all moved into this one section.
Oh, nice.
I have one that's like keeps populating in random spot. But now I'm wondering, now that I've filled up more stuff, if I just mash up that spot and put another opening in my top area where the other rocks are. Yeah. I wonder if it'll grow there.
Ooh,
I've been debating restructuring my rock garden, and now that my island is full, it won't take me very long. I'm just going to drop some paths in certain places and call it a day.
Yeah.
Man, those rock gardens are great. And I love the rock garden you already have set up, Joelle, which is great. But if you want to change it around now, you can.
I think I might change it for efficiency reasons. That's the only reason I would change it. But I do like how it is now. It works. So.
It's very pretty. Would you move it to a different spot, or are you just planning to change the placement? Ah, gotcha.
I mean, that's a good point. Like, at some point, I'm going to completely
Joelle shook her
overhaul
head.
my island.
No.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I shook my head no.
Sorry.
No, at some point,
okay.
I'm going to overhaul the lower level of my island once I move all my flowers and get rid of my flower beds and everything. And once that happens, I will probably move my rock garden completely. So maybe I'll wait till then. We'll see. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Do we have time for some tiny delights?
Once again, I'm asking for your tiny delights.
Sky rockets in flight. Tiny delights. Tiny delights.
Rar, what's your tiny delight?
My tiny delight is something that I just think is very cute. I hadn't noticed it until someone was mentioning it, I think on Reddit, some place, that the bell bags in your inventory, in your pockets, they start out, they're very tiny for the 1,000 bell bag, and they get plumper and plumper for the more bells that are there. What? You can test it out yourself. So you can give yourself like a 99K bell bag. And yes, it's really cute. And like make them different segments. You could just make it like a rainbow of a gradient of sizes. It's really cute.
It's a big chunky bag.
Yes. It's so cute. I can't believe I hadn't noticed.
I took out a 10. I took out another 10. And then I took out a 54. And then I put them all together and it kept getting plumper.
It's so cute.
My inventory's full right now, but my pockets are full.
But yes, it'll still work later. But yeah, it's just a sweet, silly thing.
Just drop a bunch of anemones. It's fine.
Yes. Drop everything down. Place them all in your area.
In front of your nooks.
Yes, in front of nooks. No one will care.
That's what I do. So I sell them in the morning.
Yeah. I do that too. Oh my goodness. Because sometimes you just can't.
I've been getting lazy and just putting them in the box.
There's that.
I sometimes do that too.
I have no patience for that phone call in the morning. That's the only reason I don't use the box.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
I like that it doesn't go in my pockets, and then I have like a bulk of money that I gotta like then go to the ATM for.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
So I like that it goes to the ATM. I don't know. Pros and cons.
That's true. It's like you're saving bells.
You're skipping a step, but you also have to deal with a phone call, which is like,
yes.
I'm such a millennial. I don't know what to tell you. Why can't they text me?
That's a good point. Text to the Nook phones.
I have a tiny delight.
More tiny delight. Yeah, what you got?
So once I got more comfortable swimming, I decided that when Pascal came to visit me, I wanted to see what happens if you swim with Pascal.
Oh,
so I swam
gosh.
with Pascal till he nibbled on his scallop shell, and then eventually he just sort of like wanders off, and the whole experience is adorable from beginning to end. So I highly recommend it.
I agree. Yes.
Yes, Lion Cake got to see Pascal on the very first day, and he was very excited and so happy. He was just like so excited about. So I let Lion Cake take first crack at swimming in the ocean when it first came out. I let him do it first, and he was so excited, and he was just kicking his little feet around, and I took video of him being so excited.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
And I mean, everything that he picked up was just like super excited about.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure.
And then he was bragging how he had more things than me. I'm like, yeah, because I haven't played yet. Like, of course, I let you go first.
My Critterpedia is empty. I understand.
Thanks.
Oh, what an
excited.
intrepid swimmer. Is that your tiny delight, or do you have an additional tiny delight?
I have one more tiny delight, but it's nothing big. But I've been I finally started to think about what I want my home to look like on the inside. Finally, in earnest.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so I have my bedroom done, and I have my bathroom done, and I'm working on Monkey Cat Studios. I have monkey on the wall, but I still have to write out cat. And it's a lot of work to do the
A cat.
to do all those.
What
letters.
if you hung a cat T-shirt?
Good, right?
Monkey
Save you a little
Cat
time.
Studios.
Monkey a cat
Yeah.
Studios.
I'm trying to make it reminiscent of the actual studios in my house.
I know.
So
No, I
That's
love it
fun,
though. That's
though.
great.
we'll see.
Aw.
So
Well,
excited.
we are long overdue for a Twitch stream, not only island tour but house tour as well. So we should make that part of our future.
Yeah.
longer
That would be
Twitch
super
stream.
fun. House tour, yeah.
Definitely want to redo my kitchen, my living room, and then an extra room that I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet.
I
So
have
we'll
some,
see.
I have some like TBD work in progress rooms in my house,
It's just
but
a fun room.
they're just fun to play with.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see all the rooms. I want to share my rooms. I'll have to change them up.
Yes,
Kind of
I mean, the ones you have now are also fun. You don't have to change them before you
I
show
know.
it.
I like.
Just tour. It'll be fun.
Sometimes I like being satisfied with the room that I have that I've created. And
your
I'm
space.
But
I feel
now
like
I finally
there's,
got
there's so much
energy
stuff.
to-
There's always a new thing you can do. And so you put a room together, you can enjoy it for a while, and then it's okay. Just tear it apart and start over.
Ta-da!
It's
True.
wonderful.
The
I like
magic.
it.
The magic. of
My last very tiny delight. Have
Yes.
either of you guys caught a grasshopper and then placed it on the ground somewhere or on
No.
something somewhere?
no.
Uh-uh.
Well, I will
Do
not
it?
spoil it for you then, but you should do that. And you'll note that the cage that it's in is different.
Different.
It's like something that like similar to the turtle that you might not want to like sell because they look nice.
No. I can't wait to see what it is. It's too bad it's too late to catch any of those bad boys now. And I would have
Oh,
sold
are
them
they
to Flick
they're
anyway.
daytimes only? Okay.
I think so. But also I had
forget.
Flick in town and I would have sold those
Oh, yeah.
faster than you
Oh,
could
that's right.
say
Yeah, Flicks in
chimney
town.
cricket.
It's hard not to sell it. But yeah, I highly recommend next time you catch one, just place it somewhere. See how you feel about it.
tip. That's a pro
Yeah.
tip.
It's a pro tip and a
pro
tiny
tip.
delight all together.
I love it. Oh yeah, sorry. It was a tiny delight and a pro tip.
Yeah.
Place that grasshopper.
Pro delight.
It's a pro
Delights for pros.
delight. I have a super quick.
Yeah. What?
Hey, wait,
Wait.
I've got a tiny complaint.
Tiny complaint.
Tiny complaint.
Complaints.
My tiny complaint is that when I was growing my blue roses, it took me a while to get my first blue rose, but once I got it, it was cloning like bunnies.
Nice.
Just I had so
That's
many.
great.
I got 16.
That doesn't
in just
sound
a
like
few
a
days.
complaint.
I don't
Wait
think I knew
for
that
it.
bunnies cloned, but go on.
It was well. I'm using the word
Cloning
cloning
bunnies.
because the alternative word is maybe not appropriate, and they were cloning like bunnies. However, I worked very hard to get my first purple windflower, and here we are days later, and that stinking windflower refuses to clone, and so I've decided it clones like a panda because
Aw.
they're much harder
Much
and
more-
they take lots
sure.
more work to make them clone.
Oh.
So anyway,
rough.
windflowers are pandas.
Butter sticks.
Buttersticks. Oh, was that the one in DC? Was that the one that was named by the public?
That's what they call the babies. They look like butter sticks.
Oh, little butter sticks.
But didn't they name one that because it looked like?
Oh,
a
I
butter?
don't know.
I thought that was actually the
They name it
name of
butter
one of them.
stick?
I thought so.
I don't know.
Back when we
I
had
thought all their
pandas in
names
DC.
had like ling ling.
Oh,
ling.
right. That often sound. I
Playing.
think several of them definitely had more of like. Sounded
Yeah,
like
I
those
just
tiny
names.
remember the one that was
Bye,
born
bye, bow,
in
bow.
the U.S. in D.C. during the Obama administration. I feel like Buttersticks was a name, but maybe it was just a nickname. I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway,
Either way,
it
tell
doesn't
us
matter
more about these windflowers.
The point is, the purple windflowers clone like pandas, and by that I mean pandas don't mate very easily and reproduce
Sure.
very easily. Thus, they're like purple windflowers.
Oh, just it's a slow go for those purple windflowers in a Whoa Oasis. What in the world are
Yeah,
they?
it's a
Have they
slow
started?
woe.
Have you had any success yet, or are you still
So
waiting?
the success that I had was that I had the one and nothing happened. And then I got an extra one from Sarah, and then I got an extra one after that. So thankfully, it took a few days after Sarah gave me that one. I got a third one, and then nothing happened for days. And then today, Cass delivered a couple more. So that's how my
so sweet.
windflowers are cloning.
That's hey. Sometimes you just need a little help from your friends. But no,
I get by with a little help. So, Joelle, you were correct. Tyshawn, the panda, before he got his name, the cub was popularly referred to as Butterstick because immediately after his birth, a zoo worker described him as being about the size of a stick of butter.
oh my goodness, little butter
That's
stick.
right. I love it. So that was his nickname until he got his more official. Yeah, Tyshawn. That makes sense. Aw, he was a good panda.
You're right.
Yay.
Panda.
So
sweet.
Butterstick.
Little buttersticks. I like them. Butterstick
doing on
pandas.
time?
Buttersticks are to pandas.
Do we want to do like a quick dream suite, or do we want to wrap it up?
Oh, it depends how much time
We've got about. I mean, we can spend about 5 minutes.
That's fair.
Quick,
Yeah.
and then wrap it up.
I think that's a
Dream
great
Street.
idea. Dream Street. So there was
Dream Street.
There was a couple
Where
things.
you walk on
Sarah,
dreams.
do you want to talk
Walking on
about
a
the?
dream.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking over your song. Leash.
No.
Once Leash drinks her water, I want you to sing it properly without me talking over your song.
It's okay.
Good.
I was mumbling anyway.
Oh,
Go. Do it now,
Dream.
please.
Are you done? Dream Street, where you walk on dreams.
That sounds so comfortable and squishy. I love it. Walking in dreams.
Sarah, did you want to talk about the dreams about the plaza that people had?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had some friends in Discord that were talking about just wanting to place furniture in the plaza, which I think is a totally great suggestion. And then, sure, no problem. It can disappear when there needs to be a special event. And why not just have it go to your storage when there's a
Correct.
special event? No big deal. No
No
harm,
biggie.
no foul. Easy peasy.
I
lemon
liked
squeezy.
your suggestion that or it could go into the recycle bins. Because what if your
Sure.
storage is full? What if me, you're
Sure.
always teetering
Yes.
on
On the edge of the-
1,599
yeah.
items in your storage?
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. So recycle bin also great. That's what happens when you move a building. If something is placed over where a building is, that gets
What
thrown
happens
to the recycle
if your
bin.
recycling bin is also full?
Ooh, then I
I
think
think you just
that
lose
stuff.
out. I don't know what happens.
That's a good question. If your recycling bin is full, do the items disappear from what's been there longest?
I don't know how to test this.
Or least valuable?
Least
More
valuable?
common? Like
Sure.
twigs? We don't
That'd
want
be nice.
those.
Yeah, who cares about twigs? Meh.
I
would
sell,
imagine
a
it's-
big bunch of twigs from because I had them. I just kept putting them in my inventory, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I need 200
Whoa. No.
at least.
Nah.
I don't
Because
know.
you can shake them out whenever you need them.
Several stacks of twigs. I don't think I need that many.
Yeah, no, I keep at most 2 or 3 stacks of things, and then I get rid of it somehow. Yeah. I feel
cool.
like
That's
with the recycle bin, if you got to the point where it had too many items in it, it just wouldn't let you put more stuff in it, which means the stuff would just disappear, or you get an
kind of
error
like-
message.
That could be.
Missing present.
Yeah.
So you think the stuff in the recycle bin never gets cleared out? Because I was kind of thinking that maybe it just kind of starts cycling out. Because it used to be the recycling bin. Yeah, because the recycling bin in the older games, when we had recycle bins, they would just clear out, I think, on a regular basis. I'm surprised that New Horizons doesn't ever clear out. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, I don't let it linger that long. I always grab stuff from the recycle bin, but it doesn't clear out at all, on its own. If you leave it for 3 days or whatever.
I still have stuff in there that I've never picked up, but it's just stuff that I've not been interested in. And I was like, maybe I'll see if they clear out. And it's been forever. I think since the beginning, roughly, maybe.
Fascinating.
I
don't know.
Agreed.
Yeah, the recycle bin's a bit of a mystery because I don't really use it much, and mysterious things show up in it, and I don't know much about it.
Speaking of which, maybe I need to clear it out because I would love to get more of that random old clothing. We hadn't talked about that, I don't think, but that is something I'm very interested in.
Oh, the torn
moldy
clothing
shirt.
and stuff, the moldy
baggy
I
shirt.
had
shirt.
the moldy dress. Do I have a moldy dress?
It's a
have a
moldy
moldy
dress.
I have the baggy shirt,
I have the
the
pants that
torn-
are. I have
Yes.
2 pairs of the pants.
torn pants.
They come.
I
They
believe
come in
there's-
multiple colors.
Oh,
It's a
what?
khaki
I'm
and
so
a gray
excited.
or green or something. Yeah.
Gosh, I want to get all of them.
Yeah.
And there's also shattered glasses, I think is something that I saw someone had. And I was like, are you kidding me? These are awesome. And you can't buy them. You can't order them. They're very, they're very,
appear.
very rare. Shabby chic.
Yes.
Derelict.
Derelict.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So cool. I love it. Oh man, yeah. So that's something to look out for, guys. Watch out for those cool.
I know. I feel like
edition.
I haven't seen anything in a while. I got those 2 pairs of pants, and that's all I got. It's interesting.
I'm clearing out a bunch of stuff now because I want to make space.
Right. The other dream suite we had was, well, it's more of like since you can't sell sea creatures to CJ, who should you sell the sea creatures to?
Yes.
So I think there have been a few different nominations.
Tell us those noms.
Well, I don't know who either of these characters are that well.
Maybe
one
we can
was
help.
a walrus and one was a sea lion. So I might ask you guys to inform me about the 2 of them.
Yeah, because we've run into both of them. We may have run into some of them in City Folk while we were playing with Joelle. I don't think Joelle met the sea lion.
No,
Did
but
you-
she may have met
Wendell.
Wendell.
I met Wendell in the movie.
Oh,
And he was a creepy creeper
Was he?
creeper
Are you kidding?
weirdo.
oh no! I don't remember him being creepy, but I mean, I just
He
don't
was
remember him in the movie.
staring a lot.
Was he? I
Wait.
don't think he even has visible eyes. I think he's just like his eyes are like look like he has closed eyes.
Then I've anthropomorphized him and made him
But you're just so
scary.
creeped out.
Sure. Was it one of your things
Oh,
in
no.
your head cannon?
Fan faction.
Truly anything is possible. It's been a long time since we watched that movie, so
That's
yes.
very true.
Yes.
That's very true. But so Wendell is he's a walrus friend who would come to our towns, and he would you could trade him, I think, a fish or any item of food, and he would give you a pattern, like a pattern like we use now that we can do designs for in our towns. But he was a cute character. I think there was probably some other things he could give too, but I don't recall what they were. Maybe one was a painting from Wendell in New Leaf. Yeah, that was.
I mean, it'd be nice to trade sea creatures with him then.
yeah, that'd
Right?
be cool.
He could come to
Well,
town as another
another special
thing.
guest.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Wendell.
Another
He's
thing.
great.
I mean, he sounds more interesting than Gullivar, but that's a conversation for another day.
Oh, I haven't seen Gulliver yet. I'd love to talk about him sometime. Maybe
Yeah, we
next
should talk about him next week. Once I think you'll both have seen him by next week. So. But
How about-
and then there was a sea lion.
Yes. Leash, do you want to talk about Phineas, our sea lion friend from City Folk? Do you remember what he did there?
What was his mission?
I can help.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
you're okay.
trying to do the bell thing, and it's not working that you're telling me about.
Oh,
Of it
no.
getting bigger.
It's in your
Which one's
in your
getting
pockets. In your pockets,
Oh,
the little
so
icon
you're like
gets bigger.
separating. Yeah. So it's actually in the little pocket
Bigger? Oh wait,
spaces.
no, it is. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, it's like a skinny bag of bells when it's 10,000 or 10,000, 1,000, and then
It's a little.
10,000,
And then it gets plumper
gets
and plumper.
bigger, and it gets plumper,
Plumpy.
and then it becomes a big plumpy.
But
Once it gets
Leash
to,
is like, I don't
70s.
think Leash is seeing it. That face, she's definitely has a skeptical face.
I didn't see a difference between 1 and 10.
You
but
might
I
not.
see a slight difference
It's a-
between
Boop, 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 boop.
You're gonna see
10
it.
and 40.
You're gonna
There
see
you
like a
go.
significant distance as you get higher up. Like I can tell
Yes.
you, 70 is a very distinct difference from 10.
I don't have 70 in my pocket.
Well, that's a problem. I don't know what to tell
Sounds
you.
like someone needs to go to the ABD
go
and
to
say,
the
just
bank.
You're
give me some
your
moans.
problem.
And I still want to hear about the sea lion.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. So Phineas in City Folk, Phineas I think made his first appearance. He was at the plaza, and he'd have like a cart, and he'd give out bubble wands and pinwheels
and balloons.
and balloons.
Balloons?
Yes,
Were
balloons.
they
Yes.
they were safely tethered balloons, I assume.
Yes.
Yes, they were not
And
able
it-
to fly away.
And I have the music, the City Folk sweet
Yes.
music, and it just reminded me of happiness and rainbows. It was great. What's it?
Yes, that's cute. And then he was also in New Leaf, and he gave badges, which were like achievements for different like mile markers, kind of like you get Nook Miles for
Nook
in-
Miles.
in.
I
in this
wonder why
New
both of these
Horizons.
creatures don't have a home yet on our island. I would like to meet them
It would
both.
be great to have them. I think it'd
Either
be
or
fantastic.
both.
I think Phineas, since we were talking about sea lions, it would be great that we could give him a new job with the. I mean, anything would be great, but the fact that he sold stuff. Well, I guess Wendell also sold, or did he give away? He gave away.
He traded stuff.
Traded stuff.
Trading, I think, is his jam.
I mean,
But
yeah,
yeah,
some of the animals trade. Like Gulliver's more of a like do me a favor and I'll give you a free thing.
That's
and
true. helping
know.
him out.
Yeah.
Very true.
And Sarah, you also mentioned that Phineas might also be the label for.
Oh, I was just thinking it'd be fun if we had a sea lion rep for our sea lion brand that you see. Have you guys seen it? There's like the sea lion logo.
Yeah, I have the long shirt dress with the sea lion on
There's a
it.
shirt dress. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot the t-shirt dress with the sea lion. There's also the drawstring knapsack and an umbrella. I think has the logo too.
That's right.
I think, but yeah. So it's like outerwear. It's a t-shirt dress. Then maybe it's just like a regular brand. Who knows? I want to see more, and I would love to have a swap for the fun little collectible items that you can just get through that special character. I'm thinking that'd be pretty fun. Although Phineas, he kind of look kind of like a scout leader, kind of old timey gear. So I don't know if that would be. Maybe he'll come wearing all this contemporary cool. Clothing, like the kids.
Sometimes they get new outfits.
Or could it be like a relative? We could do a relative version of either of those guys.
Oh my gosh!
Which would
Of
be
course,
nice.
that's true. A Phineas Jr. or
PJ.
Vintus Jeever. What are we calling it?
We'll have to find another Canadian pop star that can have a name variation.
PJ.
PJs.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh,
Okay.
Maybe he could wear PJs. That would be cute.
Sea
That sounds
lion brand
adorable.
PJ.
And only come out at night.
Oh my goodness,
Night times.
yes.
I don't know why he would. He's not nocturnal, but whatever.
Well,
It's a very
would just be
specific
fun.
request you have.
I don't know.
it would be. I like this idea. I think this could work. I'm seeing this. Nintendo, we know you listen. Let's get this moving. See what we can do about this, huh?
Surprise us and delight us.
Yes.
With tiny delights and big delights.
Surprises and delights.
Yes.
I think on that note, we have an episode, and we should wrap this jammy
let's wrap
jam
it
up.
Yeah. We're due for wrapping it.
I'm gonna
It's time.
pull a calendar up.
Yar.
Yar, Gulliver calendar.
Calendar up the calendar. Calendar up the calendar. Time to get the calendar. Time to get the calendar. Time to get the calendar. Roll it on up. Time to get the calendar. Roll it on up.
Time to get the calendar.
Roll it up.
Time to get the
Roll it on
calendar.
up.
It is still
Roll it up.
loading because Google is the slowest. Okay,
So many
today
things to roll.
is July 9th, so I'm going to start here.
Roll it on up.
Today is... I did it. Today is Huck, the smug frog's birthday. He says,
Hey,
Hopper.
Oh.
It's also my little buddy Static, the cranky squirrel bud. He
Little
says,
purple bud.
Crizzit. It's both of their birthdays today. Happy birthday, July 9th birthdays.
Aw.
Mott, the jock line. I don't know who you are. Happy birthday. Victoria, the peppy horse. I don't think I know you either. Maybe I do. She says
I like
Sugar
that name
Cube.
though.
It's a great name. And she says Sugar Cube, which is adorable.
She the one with the horse mask. The horse race
Couldn't
mask one?
possibly tell you.
Okay.
I don't know
no
if I like
pictures. No
horse
pictures. My bad.
mask.
No pictures on my calendar. On Sunday, it is our favorite. Is he a sea cucumber or does he just like sea cucumbers? Captain's birthday.
He's not. Oh, he's a kappa.
He's a kappa who likes sea cucumbers. Yes.
They like
He's a kappa.
regular cucumbers.
Oh, not sea cucumbers.
I know
My
that's
mistake.
confusing, isn't it? It's
I don't understand anything anymore. Anyway, Captain's birthday. Happy birthday, Captain.
Happy birthday.
He also shares a birthday with
Captain.
Olive, the normal cub. She's that sweet pea.
Oh.
She says sweet pea. that's the thing
so
that she
cute.
says.
Aw, she is a sweet pea, and she says sweet pea
Yeah.
all
because
the
she's a
things.
sweet pea.
On July 13th, it's former resident of Edda Mermaid, unless she still lives there, Twiggy's birthday.
She's still there.
Oh, well, it's resident Twiggy's
We
birthday.
love Twiggy.
Oh,
She
I
calls
hear
me
that.
Schmoopy.
Well, I like that. Well, happy birthday to Twiggy on Tuesday. That's Monday. I'm sorry. On the 14th, Dizzy, the lazy elephant's birthday. I don't know you. On the 15th, Caroline. She's a squirrel. Happy birthday to you. And I'm going to stop there on the birthdays. So with that, I would like to thank our wonderful producer who I can see over Alicia's shoulder right now. Thank you, Jack
He's waiting
Quaitblank
patiently.
of Monkey Cat Studios for sitting in the corner patiently waiting for us to finish
Just hanging
this
out.
very long episode. Always appreciate your patience with us. I'm going to stop recording now so that Jack can one day go to sleep.
Yay!